Hello there, fellow NPCs. I am Carbon Scythe, and today we're going back into Chasing Sunsets. We have just found out that our parents have died, and we went to their funeral. We talked to George about how to split the company, and turns out we can't split it. We have to take it together or no one gets it. Yeah. And so instead of actually talking things out, Jay decided to yell at us, only to be proven later that she was in the wrong. And we decided to escape to Aspen to work at a ski lodge. Yeah, things are not great right now. But I will say I did make a community post about this. I am already falling for Jay, honestly. She is great. She is very angry right now, but that's because she is hurt. She's so very hurt, but also the second she realized that she was in the wrong and not Kurt, she took accountability and wanted to straighten things out. And she also accepts when someone else takes accountability. In this case, when we responded nicely to her text message. So yeah, it is easy to fall for Jay, I will say. But enough about that. Let's see what happens on the ski lodge. Let's go. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Fiona! Oh, you. Hey, stud. High five. Fee. Pity I had to leave Palermo, because you know what today is, right? Would have loved to celebrate these divorce papers riding that magnificent cock of yours. Oh, she is actually divorcing him now. Ugh. Whoopsie. But since I must do without, I thought I'd remind you what you're missing as well. Oh, what are we gonna see here? Oh. Felt deliciously naughty letting my wet pussy drip on my barrister's desk while he was fetching tea. Oh, you're sitting on the desk. That is not a chair. Gotcha. You're out of control. Then coming back and put a leash on me, darling. Hey, cowboy. Need help with anything? Erica, last time I saw you, you were... If you know what's good for you, you won't finish that sentence. I always had a feeling you'd turn up again. Like a bad penny. Something like that. You're both silent a moment, but behind her quick smile you see a flicker of insecurity. She's really trying to come off as self-confident, but why? You know this place will always be special to me, Ricky. Ricky? I like it. It was my first home away from home. Lots of memories. And then they ran into the locker room and got manhandled by the cheer coach. Rick is always good company when I'm doing chores. And this is Ricky, obviously. But I don't remember your name. Linda, Lena, Lisa, something like that. Doesn't she look older now than she did in the last episode? Maybe I should steady her. Jet! Kurt! Mrs. Miller! I got you. Oh, is this why she was supposed to come clean with Ryan? Oh, Ray. Yes. Yes, you do. Call me Linda. Each time we play, she seemed to wear less. Oh. No way she seemed to me. Don't call me that. I ain't gone by Ricky since I was 15. But it fits you so well. You're the cutest kid. You quickly realize you said the wrong thing as Erica's gaze hardens and her smile fades. Ain't been a kid for a hot minute, Kurt. Oh. Not that I expect you to notice. Ooh. Don't take a brain surgeon to figure out what catches your eye around here anyhow. Oh. You believe that I'm after your mom? Erica makes an exasperated sound and exits the room, leaving you feeling blindsided. Does she know about her mom and I? Fuck does Ray? Interstate 76. Denver, Colorado, 3 months later. Ah, we're back in Mallory. I like big but I cannot lie. Ah, holy shit, I cannot sing. Your other brother can't deny that when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist. What now, Glade? It's called personal time off for a reason. Hey, boss. Can't already be missing me. I've only been out a day. Mother, sorry to bother you on vacay, but rip the band-aid off, Glade. What's so important? You did say you were planning to visit your family in Denver this week, right? Yeah, family. Except you have no family left, do you? Oh shit, she's still haunted by her dad. Damn. Great. Remember that Polygene Biotech story we chatted about last week? Yeah, what about it? I got a tip that one of the heirs apparent is hiding out of the Whispering River Lodge in Aspen. What does that have to do with me? In spite of her dismissive tone, Mallory felt her heart rate spike. This is it. Since you're in the area. Visiting family, right, duckling? What's the play here, Glade? If you can get him to open up. Him? Yeah, it's Kurt Campbell, Sarah's son from a prior marriage. Kind of an enigma. Fell off the radar about 5 years ago. After the accident, everyone assumed the daughter would take over the company. But the son's reappearance has muddied the waters. Exactly. Get the story here, and that'll open a lot of doors for you here at the Globe. Got a line of credit for me? But it's a tie right now. For this I can spot you 50. Dude, 50 is nothing. No deadline? Unless they're talking like 50. No, I have no idea what kind of budget we're talking about here. I was gonna say 50,000, but that's a huge amount of money. Well, everything has an expiration date. Including your job if your boss finds out what you're really up to. As long as you don't get scooped up by the competition and make progress, just keep me posted. Alright, Glade, I'm on it. You win. I always do. That's my girl. Bye for now. That's gross behavior from the boss. Mallory glances at a photo resting on top of a stack of folders on her seat. Figure the odds. Good looking enough. Sad eyes though. You'd know all about that, wouldn't you? Shut up, Dad. I'm going to find out what you did to me. Oh? And then you'll be out of my head forever. But you, Kurt. Do you already have his information, though? I've been looking forward to meeting you. Whispering River Lodge. That evening. You step into the crisp winter evening, drinking in the pure mountain air. It's funny how much I've changed since the first time I was here. What felt frigid back then seems mild compared to K2 base camp. Strange that Ray sent me to check boundary markers at dusk, though. Like he wanted me out of the lodge for something. Fine by me. It's so peaceful just before the season opens. Almost on cue, distant laughter carries on the wind. I spoke too soon. Is that Erica? Investigate and mind your own business. Now, let's find out who it is. Ah, as you approach the frozen lake, carefree singing carries across the ice. Definitely Erica. In the fading daylight, you can make out Erica's lithe from gliding about effortlessly. I don't know what lithe means. Lithe? She has got really good form. You watch her in silence until she notices you and skates in your direction. Daddy got you running errands in the dark? Something like that. Odd hour to get caught up on his honeydew list. Next thing you know, he'll have you chasing the sunset. That's really how they're going to incorporate the title of the game. I don't mind. Keeps me occupied. Exactly what I need right now. What you need is to unwind a little. Come on, Kurt. Let's catch up a little. On the ice? I don't have skates. Just keep your balance. Seems like a really bad idea. Suddenly not a risk taker. That's not the Kurt I remember. What's that supposed to mean? Erica doesn't reply, but gives you a sly wink as she drags you onto the ice. This'll do. It's cold enough that the ice ain't as slick. Just try not to make any sudden movements. You're liable to break your ass. What could possibly go wrong? You know, I'm supposed to be checking the boundary markers. They're fine. Daddy just wanted some alone time with Mom. Yes, having you around reminding him of what happens when he takes her for granted. What? Oh, don't play coy. I know what you two got up to. Oh, that's bad. How? Erica, Daddy doesn't know if that's what you're worried about. But he sure wonders. Mom didn't do the best job hiding her feelings when you left. She's been even worse at it since you got back. Daddy sees through a brick wall in time. Erica was homesick. She was easy to talk to. That's no excuse, and it shouldn't have happened. Ah, Kurt, you were younger than I. You were younger than I am. Younger than. Holy crap! I cannot do this dialect. She was an adult. What happened is hard on you. Still, I knew right from wrong, and I knew I could hurt Ray. Funny thing is, after you left, Mom went into a funk. Daddy must have seen the light, because he stepped up in his marriage game. Never seen them happier. That doesn't make it right. Maybe not, but you ain't no homewrecker. You smile ironically as you recall Fiona's divorce date from a few months back. Not today, anyway. Think fast! Out of nowhere, Erica skates into you. Lost in your thoughts, you're unprepared for the impact. Ah, shit! Ah, that's the image. I've seen that quite a few times. With nothing to grab onto, you both tumble backwards. Definitely not the little girl I remember. That'll leave a mark. Merc? Guess I deserve that. And you definitely deserve that. I guess I did. Dude, he is so boring. Let's just lay here for a bit. Might be the last clear sky we see for a while. Yeah, Ray said heavy weather's coming. So I gotta know. Was Mom here first? Wow. Straight to it, huh? Yeah. I think about that quite a bit. Young as I was, I could tell you two were getting closer. I remember watching you two playing chess in front of the fire from the balcony. Ah, you saw that, huh? Yeah, and I saw Mom lead you to her bedroom afterward. Ooh. One of you left the door cracked. Awkward. From what I saw, Mom was clearly in charge. So I'll ask again. Was she yours first? No, but almost. Well, as you can guess, out here boys aren't exactly falling out of the rafters. You have a phone, right? Isn't there an app for that? Sure, you want it? Now that, sleek, smooth, whatever you want to call it. But no. Well, if you were, maybe I'd use it. Now, let's get back before Daddy starts developing a whole new suspicion. Investigate reports of a sexy blonde skating in Aspen. Gumshoe. Whispering River Lodge the next day. Temperature is going the wrong way for midday. Those clouds don't look good. Hey, sis. Kurt, been a while. I'm just checking in. Everything good with you? You take in the majestic panorama of the Rocky Mountains and inhale the pure alpine air. Yeah, I'm good. Keeping busy. Same. Checked your mail lately? No. I got a letter from George. Sounds like the estate is out of probate. Ah. He's gonna want to meet you with us soon. Hopefully not until after ski season. Seem more immediate to me. Look, Kurt, what's wrong? I was hoping I would see you sooner. I had commitments here, sis. Maybe I could convince. Shit, my boss is calling. Call you back? Okay, bye. Hey Ray, I'm on the West Ridge right now. Kurt, thank God you picked up. I've been trying to reach you for an hour. Yeah, reception's pretty spotty up here. What's up? Winter storm warning in effect. Blizzards come early. The girls are at the Deer Park cabin. I can't race them. And you got the snowmobile. Drop what you're doing and make sure they stay put. Got half a tank. I can get there, but it'll be a nail biter to get back. Son, don't take any risks. Shelter in place. You see the first flakes of snow already beginning to fall. I'm on my way. Go! We'll be in full whiteout in an hour. Barely 2 bars of service. Fuck. That'll be gone halfway there. You kick the snowmobile into gear and tear off toward Deer Park. Deer Park cabin, 45 minutes later. They look worried. Blizzard's definitely caught them off guard. You ease the snowmobile to a halt. Okay, those are wolves. But I do love this kind of sound when the wind is strong and just forcing through the windows. Well, not through the windows, but along the windows. And you just hear a big woo through in the house. It's amazing to listen to. I fall asleep like a baby when I hear that shit. White sound. As you kill the engine, you hear nearby wolves howling. Wolves always sound sad, but these guys sound downright depressed. Kurt, what are you thinking? This is fixing to be a whiteout. Ray wanted me to make sure you're safe. I grew up out here, Kurt. Not my first rodeo. Thought wolves were extinct in these parts. You heard them, right? Parks and Wildlife introduced a pack of Yellowstone about 2 years ago. We're thriving by all accounts. Ugh. So does the cabin have electricity? Firewood? Linda and Erica shuffle uncomfortably. Ooh. That's what we were talking about when you rolled up. No electricity. Plenty of firewood, but nothing to start a fire with. Lantern's battery powered. Won't last the night if we leave it on. There is some dry kindling inside. And enough logs for the night if we're careful. That's something. That's something anyway. Let's get inside and get that door closed so we don't lose heat. Even with a fire going, it'll take hours for the cabin to warm up. We can huddle up under a blanket and share body heat to stay warm until then. Is it my imagination, or did Erica brighten up just then? She doesn't even look happy. She looks like a doll. Other people looks like actual people, but she looks like a doll. So what do we have? And what are we missing? We have a few bottled waters, but they must be frozen by now. We only brought a few snacks since we were planning on having dinner at home. And we ate those a few hours ago, so no food, I'm afraid. We're not gonna starve before help arrives, or we can... We're not gonna starve before help arrives, or we can walk out of here. Besides, I still have a full lunchbox on the sled. We have shelter and heat then, but fuel for only one night. And the blankets on the bed. Linda blushes at the unspoken implication, but the gleam in her eye betrays her. We are in trouble. Who do I choose? Or is it gonna be so depraved that I can choose both at the same time? We have the radio too, but it's a receiver only. Battery's fresh. I'll tune into the ranger station so we can track the storm. Well, that's useful. The only question is how long we'll be stuck here. Ray seemed pretty worried. I wish there was a way to let him know I'm here and everyone is okay. He knows. This ain't our first night on the mountain. He was mostly worried that Whiteout would catch us on the hike back up to the lodge. He still doesn't know for sure that it didn't. He knows that if you didn't come home, you're with us, Mr. K2 Mountain Man. If you say so. Ugh, temperature's dropping. We should get that fire started. I'll grab my lunch and the emergency kit from the sled. It has fire starters in it. I'll come with you and help. Erica, why don't you get started on the fireplace? Erica's eyes narrow suspiciously for a moment. Oh. Sure thing, Mom. Come on, Kurt. Let's unload the snowmobile. Better keep an eye out for wolves. And cougars! Suddenly, Linda pushes you up against the cabin exterior and kisses you deeply. Yeah, cougar attack on high alert. Dang cougars! Yeah! The scent of her takes you back 5 years, but you remember her taste as if it were yesterday. Her tongue dances past your own with a hunger that takes your breath away. After lingering in the kiss for a few moments, she fixes you with a smoldering gaze. It's been impossible to get you alone since you came back. Feels like my luck's changing. Erica is a very heavy sleeper. Yeah, about that. What? You know she saw us 5 years ago being intimate. No way! Yeah, she told me last night. She never breathed a word out to me. Probably not exactly dinner table conversation. She got an interesting perspective on it. You have to tell me later. Let's get this stuff inside before she comes looking. As you return with the supplies, you see Erica is almost done with the fireplace. Took you 2 hot minutes. Got lost on your way to the sled. Don't sass, Kurt, work your magic. It's starting to get dark. Yup. Ah, shit. What's wrong? You don't have my phone. Must have fallen out of my pocket when I got off the snowmobile. I'll go see if I can find it. You were about getting that fire lit. Can't be that. Can't be far. I used its GPS to find the cabin when visibility went to shit. I definitely remember putting it in my pocket after I parked. Okay. So it's just somewhere here. I'll be right back. Erica waits until Linda closes the door. I could hear you two talking out there, you know. Sounded like Mom was trying to restart an old fire of her own. Oh. Erica stares pointedly at you. Remember when I asked you about your first time? Yeah. And remember when I told you I ain't got a lot of boys to choose from living way out here? Yeah. Read between the lines. What? Think about whether you'd rather fan an old flame or light a brand new one. 'Cause Mom's a heavy sleeper too. Oh, you heard that. The moment is interrupted by Linda entering the cabin victoriously, your phone in hand. You didn't drop it getting off the snowmobile. It fell right outside the door when we went to get the supplies. Thanks, Linda. You're a lifesaver. Thank God one of us is. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, that's what it means. Linda looks pointedly at the dormant fireplace. Why isn't that fire going? Deer Park Cabin, 12:05 a.m. As the storm rages, the warmth from the wood fire begins. Wood fire? Firewood begins to win out against the chill. The tiny cabin soon becomes stuffy, and the heavy blankets are kicked out to the foot of the bed. Ay. You toss restlessly and ponder the words of Linda, Erica, and your sister from earlier. This whole sleeping arrangement sounded a lot more awesome in my head. The appeal of sharing a bed with 2 half-naked women fades when you can't get comfortable. Linda was right about one thing, though. At least we're warm. The wind is still howling. Howling, that's the word. When the wind is howling, it's amazing to sleep to that. Blizzard must still be raging. They both talk a big game, but fell right asleep once the cabin warmed up. Erica didn't mince any words earlier. And then there's a trip down memory lane. Both amazing. I haven't been with anyone since Fiona. Then again, it's been on my mind a lot since I left Italy. Would I just be using them to avoid dealing with that fucked up mess? If I'm going to make a move, I need to do it now or focus on falling asleep. Quietly wake Linda, Erica, or try to sleep. If I were in such a situation, I would sleep, because I would not have the guts to do something like that when the other person is right next to me, to us. That would be so bad. But he is kind of a fuckboy, and let's try it out. I don't think any one of them is good just yet, but let's try it out. In spite of yourself, you find yourself reaching toward her. Your fingers trace the delicate contours of her shoulder. She's a heavy sleeper though. Is there something we can do? I hate that the mouse shows up, but what does it mean? Doesn't mean anything. You caress the firmness of her thigh and the supple, athletic ass. Erica moans softly in her sleep. Psst, bad hog. I was wondering if you were gonna sleep on through. Probably should have. Nothing about this is a good idea. Well, at least he is well aware of it. He who dares wins. Erica twists towards you to make eye contact. It's pretty ballsy game with mom saving logs over there. Sawing logs. She's got a cute snore. It's not what you think. It's something I've been wanting to tell you. Her hands were on my ass a minute ago. In what universe is copying a feel not what I think? Boom. Headshot. What? Never mind. What I wanted to say is that I haven't seen you as a little girl since I came back. I see that you've become a woman. A very beautiful one at that. And without makeup, by the firelight, this is how I'll remember you. Damn, he is... he can lay it on thick. Erica turns completely toward you and pulls you into a sudden kiss. Her technique is inexperienced and eager, but brimming with passion. So, I have something to say to you too. Oh? This is gonna sound pathetic. I doubt that. Her face is unreadable, but there's something needy in her eyes. I haven't done it before. Who says we're doing anything? Or do I do. Or at least I plan to. Right now? With your mom practically spooning us? Well, it's like this. Ever since I saw you two fucking that night, I've carried it with me. It's been my go-to fantasy for a lot of solo flights these past few years. God damn. He fucking your mom? No, I mean, I don't think about her like that. It was never about her. It was more about how erotic and twisted the whole thing was. That's the turn on. I just had a sex with a married woman. That's more shaded than twisted. It's all about perspective. Don't you get it? Not really. An exasperated Scythe escapes Erica. You were younger than me at that time, getting fucked silly by my mom. And neither of you knew I was there. It's the what and how, not the who. So, which part was the turn on? All of it. I can't get it out of my head. I think I see. So this would be a turn on then, because your mom is right here, because your mom is right there. You run your fingertips around the thin fabric covering her mound, teasing her hidden cleft. God, yes. Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna push it. I will see you real soon. And we're back. Well, I don't know if this is going to continue for the entire game, but it feels like the scenes in this one, in the Issues and Sunsets, are a bit more passionate. It's not just softcore porn. It's something. It's meant to feel realistic, if that makes sense. First time going all the way. In times I thought myself a fool waiting so long. So what do you think now? Don't get a big head. I wasn't holding out for you. I was just waiting for the right guy. But it was you, all along. You were the right guy. Storm's past. We better get cleaned up. The Spring River Lodge, late morning. It was a tight squeeze, but riding the sled home beats walking through powder any day. And that is where I cut off for today's episode. Yeah. I don't know where I hold Kurt this time around. As I said, I think he is a bit of a fuckboy. But question is, who is he gonna end up with in the end? That's something we will find out in the future. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, just because you're not the main character, it does not mean you're not important. Goodbye everyone.